guys. Eric, Wesley, and myself here. Just kind of talking this morning, and we wanted to give you a quick update on what's going on right now. You can kind of see our screen. Wesley's just kind of going over a little bit about the backend system, showing where the trucks are, kind of their routes, each one of the trucks that we have and where it's at. But we also wanted to kind of give you an update on the different trucks that we have out there, how many packages we have left, how many of our trucks are on the road. Right now, currently, we have our group of 10 trucks, which is the first package of the 40K. All of those are running right now, doing well. We just finished our first month here, coming up here in the next day or two. And then as far as the package 2, our lease to purchase, we have 3 trucks that are currently running, and then we have another 3 that will be on the road here in the next week. So right now, just wanted to turn it over to Wesley to kind of show you a little bit about this back-end system and what we're seeing and what Wesley's seeing, to kind of give you guys an update on back-end system and what we see and what we can show you.
Yeah, so we were just kind of doing an overview of our e-log provider, which is Samsara, and how we kind of see what the driver's doing. And it keeps up with their logs. It can give us some information if they're having issues. But we were sitting here playing around and saw a driver was stopped. You can see in this picture here on the left that he's at a truck stop about to go through a fuel island and fill up. So we were able to go look at the load he was doing out of North Carolina. It's coming back to Alabama as a backhaul. And he lives in South Carolina, so he's within a couple of hours being home for the weekend, which is important and something that we stick by. But you can see the odometer, the mileage, how much fuel he's got right now. A lot of cool details. This live share button here gives us the ability to send for a 24-hour period, location where someone externally. So if a customer wants to know where a truck is while he's going from A to B, we can give them access to just that one truck. They can watch him. They can tell how fast he's going, everything. So it's a pretty cool tool. We use it in the dispatching side a lot. This also integrates with an API back into our TMS, the backend system, and it'll kind of give estimated time of arrivals for guys based off how many hours they have on their clock for today, and how far they're going on the load that they're currently on. So it gives them some planning tools to go ahead and have his next shipment planned. When we're trying to pick outbound freight, how much freight we can handle. Is he going to make cutoff, give updates to customers, things of that nature. So, yeah, this is one of our guys that started a week ago. It's one of our first 3 lease purchase guys' trucks. So we thought it would be pretty cool to show what he was doing. But yeah, there's there's some history in here that can show his images going down the road. Like I said, we saw the one there when he's parked at the truck stop. We can't watch this live. It's really the camera's used for if there's some type of there's a sensor in it that predicts little issues if they're following too close, speed warnings it gives us to give coaching ability, but also if there's any type of hard brake, thing of that nature, it records kind of like a before and after video, similar to a lot of cars have these days. It's just a little bit fancier. It's plugged hardwire into our ECM.
Can you click on some of those images so they can kind of see? That's awesome.
So
Very
this was
cool.
him driving through.
Very
Awesome.
cool. Awesome.
So pretty cool.
Yeah. Can you go back to that screen that kind of shows the trucks on the map where
Oh,
all
yeah.
the trucks were?
So here's a kind of an overview of who's where. So this is just kind of an overview, and it shows where our assets are in the southeast. And I was trying to find the zoom button here.
Can you zoom out or something?
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to. Oh, here it is. So you can zoom out and see the whole country where we've got guys moving where they are on any given day. A lot of guys are already home for the weekend. A lot of guys are obviously going to be in this area through our terminal here just east of Birmingham. A lot of equipment dropped at customers you'll see as part of this stuff if they're active or if they're at home already for the day. I think we had a couple guys up north still, but those are our guys that are running for today.
That's awesome.
So yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. And I guess we want to talk about maybe the packages, I guess. So we've got, I think, what do we've got like 5 or 6 of the option 1 left. Is that correct?
Yeah, option 1, I think there's 6 left, if I'm not mistaken,
I
out
think
of
we
about
got
20.
I think we've got a few contracts out there right now. We got a guy that I think was about to just pull the trigger and pay again. So I think we're down to maybe 5. And then on the third or on the second option, we've got, I think you added a couple more. So we have a total of 12. And I think that leaves us with, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got about, what, 5 more of those?
5 left. Yep. That sounds
5
right.
of those left too. So yeah, I think we've got quite a few contracts out there. So if anybody's interested in jumping in on these last ones, we're going to get these groups going live here soon. So so reach out to us and set up a call or text or email, whatever you want to do. Get a hold of us, and we can get you set up.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Yeah, guys, the next we're going to do a video shortly as well, kind of showing our driver pipeline, the backend system that we use for the driver recruiting aspect of it, looking at how we can bring in owner operators, and to all the owner operators out there and trucking companies that have fleets of vehicles, we're always looking to scale. So we're looking to bring on fleets of vehicles in the flatbed industry, as well as owner operators that are looking for a good place to call home. Wesley, maybe you can kind of go over a little bit about, your company and what you have to offer as far as, the dedicated freight you have, maybe some benefits and some, the culture that you've kind of created over the last 11 years with your company.
Yeah. So from a freight perspective, we've got, customers we've been doing business with 8, 9 years that we consider just our core group of people we run regionally for. Some of them will run a little bit further long haul over the road, but very few go that far. And we consider regionally, within about a 400-mile radius of our terminal. And then we've got a good group of dedicated guys that, we round trip all day, every day, have 3 to 5 trucks dedicated at multiple facilities throughout the Southeast. We've been expanding that, and that's part of what we're looking to expand now. We're already in that process of growing that. Our sales team and myself also obviously are out there adding customers all the time, but we're not just going and adding someone to add them. There's a lot of freight out there. Rates have gone weird and some van stuff still. We've talked about that in other videos. Flatbed rates have flattened out even on the spot market if people look at, but we're not talking really spot market that often. It's 30% maybe of the overall freight that we haul, and it's really backhauls to get us back, get a driver home for the weekend, get us back to our freight that pays really well and is consistent to where we can continue to service the customers that we've done so well with. But through that, I was going to say it really takes us to a new place and being able to grow with customers that we've already got. So it's a really cool time with us. We obviously specialize too in some oversized stuff that gets us in with other customers. There's not a ton of companies. Every company doesn't do oversized. So offering the ability to those customers to be able to go in there and do some of the things they have some issues with definitely helps. Get us into some new markets when we're expanding. We've added North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, another in Florida here recently, just on top of what we've already got going. So it's really good stuff. It's exciting times for us, but we're just doing what we've always done. It just, as we're adding a few of these drivers and these trucks in certain areas, it gives us the ability to go ahead and spread our customer base and network geographically. So outside of that, the drivers, you're talking about culture. It's a hard thing to do, right? Good times, bad times, good people, bad people, you name it. We go through all of it as a business. We just try to be super honest and super transparent. Same way that we're approaching this whole investment deal with everyone that we're working with. Transparency builds trust, I believe. So, drivers, they know that they're getting paid, exactly the amount and the percentage they're supposed to get paid. We'll show them the invoices they're hauling. And I think that's the biggest place to grow trust with them. Getting them home every weekend, obviously, is a big deal. It helps us retain guys. because flatbeds can be home every night in every single scenario. We have some of those and they're awesome. It fills a good void for guys that we can hire in certain areas, but there's, probably about 60% of the guys that are home every weekend, but they're running over the road. They may get home a night or two during the week as well, but they're running over the road. So having those things that we offer, I think are just help us out, giving good technology, a good driver app, good dispatchers, good ratio on that, good equipment where we're not broke down all the time. I think all that kind of goes to contribute to the culture of the driver and why it would be important. So
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about, the maintenance side of it, maybe some of the different savings you have across the board since you've been in business for, 11 years, how you handle the different maintenance issues and warranties and things like that?
yeah, absolutely. So, through the years, the insurance is a big battle. You'll have good years and bad years, but I think they predict every third or fourth year that you're going to have a bad year. So it's trying to mitigate the ups and downs of that insurance cost. And we've got great insurance with great companies, and our savings there is significant, which we're able to pass on to owner operators or investors coming in and getting a truck in this. I think that we're about half of what a lot of other people are paying in this industry. So that's a big thing for us. The fuel discounts, the relationships, how we've gone about that. We're getting the best discounts we can get. We're I think averaging still right now 85 cents a gallon. You'll see some $1.30 off of gallons here and there. So we're doing pretty well at that, even with fuel, perhaps going back up again here soon. Everyone's predicting the bigger and better and more consistent discounts we can have help long term. And then on the maintenance side, we've partnered with a company that's actually based here in Birmingham called Fleetio, and we're using their software to kind of track and predict and help us stay on top of small issues on the maintenance side that could lead to a bigger issue. Our goal is if we can do something ourselves here, number one, we're saving money. But number two, if we can prevent that roadside, it's downtime on the truck, and the cost is going to go up exponentially, even just for a tire. So if we can do our DOT inspections here and try to document and make sure that any problem that's documented, hey, we've got a bad tire, we saw it at the shop today, documents it into the system, and it is reminding constantly that that's got to be done immediately. So there's not we forget to change a tire for 2 or 3 weeks. There's problems that happen enough that are random and things you can't predict. You have a blowout, or you have run over something in the road, and it takes out an airline. There's things of that nature we can't prevent. So we've tried to take an active approach to the things we can.
Awesome. And you do offer health insurance to the employees and the truck drivers as well?
Absolutely. All the drivers are employees of ours, and we handle all of that, all of their health insurance setup, vision, the whole 9 yards.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. And I think the main thing is, becoming an owner operator or coming on as an employee with you, Wesley, is that, they get that home time. They don't have to drive all the way across the country. A lot of the dedicated freight you have is, within a 300-mile radius, or, they have the ability to, go home and spend time with their family on the weekends. And I think that's the most important thing in life, is you don't want to spend a lot of time away from your family. And I think that's a pretty important thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a hard job. So the things we can do to try to make it easier, because guys are still making a great living, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you miss a lot of things at home with the family. So the more we can get them home, but at least if they're going to be gone, they're making good money to do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is there anything else that we can show on the back end here at all that before we kind of sign off? Anything that you want to add or show?
No, I think this is kind of a good thing for today, to show just what we look at and how we see, and just show these trucks. They're on the road. They're moving freight. We'll be getting some updates out, the end of the month, I think is Monday or Sunday. And so we'll be getting updates out to these first guys. Most of them only were on the road for a week or two. So it wasn't a full month for them on the lease purchase side. So, but they can see that something's happening. It happened quick. I think all of these guys were definitely inside 30 days with a truck on the road. So that's, I think, a good thing, that we're trying to make sure and keep the time between investment and hitting the road as quick as possible, because we know everyone wants to make money and get it going. So
fantastic. Well, thanks, Wesley. Thanks, Eric. Anything you'd like to add, Eric, at all?
Nope. Sounds good. This is exciting stuff. Pretty cool to see all this, see how it all works on the back end and be able to show this is awesome.
Yeah. Well, guys, we will continue to give updates as we get them. Anything that kind of transpires, like I said, we're going to show you guys the driver pipeline and everything we have going on that side of it, and show kind of our organization that we have, combined with this is kind of something that no one else is doing out there in the trucking automation space. So we're looking forward to working with you guys. Click the link below to schedule a call with us. And, we're looking forward to working with you guys. You guys all have a blessed day. Thank you.